family, it's your girl MC Genesis Blue, and we are back for another episode of the Blue Room with my main squeeze.
Tim Roberts, your fitness guru. What's
All
going on, everybody?
All right. So, it's a little bit chilly in the H. How you feeling about the call? I see you came suited and booted.
Suited and booted. Truly suited and booted.
I do not like cold weather. Are you a fan?
No.
I'm not. Oh, okay. See, we
Not a
so
big.
aligned.
I only like to do it because I can wear my sweaters and my
fresh.
jeans and be fresh. Yeah, that's
I
the
like
only.
to be fresh, but other than that, it's a no-go for me. I don't have enough body fat to be
That is true.
dealing with that cold. Ain't nobody got time
What's your
for
percentage?
that. First of all, that's why. Just know. Just know, guys. Let's start the show. So, I want to tell you, this weekend, how was your weekend, by the way?
It was a good weekend.
Super great.
It was good.
You got in trouble? You was being
I behaved.
Okay,
I got my workout on.
You did.
I did get a good workout in.
That's what you people do.
Yeah.
You work out. The fitness gurus.
I got a good workout in, yes.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Well,
What did you do?
I went to see the famous Tony. Do you know about Tony?
Come on now.
You better know about Tony.
What did you do with Tony?
Oh, God. Tony performed this past weekend, and it was such a beautiful experience. First of all, no phones allowed. So they did it Dave Chappelle style where they took your phone.
They did take your phone?
They took the phone.
How did that make you feel?
So they locked. It made me feel great, but the people around me were losing their shit. To be honest, they did not enjoy that part of it. Like, it was even an older lady next to me. She's like, they really took our phone. Yeah, try enjoying just being at the concert. That'd be great. So they took your phone. So, it's such a beautiful experience not to sit there and watch the show and have all of the camera lights going like this the whole time.
Would they give you a ticket?
Actually, no, it's very advanced. They have a little pocket thing that you put the phone in and you lock it. So they don't take your phone. You keep your phone. It's just locked. And then at the end of the show, you hand them that, and they have a little sensor thing that unlocks it. And then you just take your phone out of the little baggie. It's actually pretty dope.
So you keep your phone with you?
You keep your phone with you. It's just locked up. You can't use it. Yeah. So anyway, the show was amazing. Tony, and the great Raphael Sadiq is so genius.
Nice.
Such a genius concert.
Nice.
Live band, every piece of instrumentation that you can think of. But what really resonated with me was all of the really good positive energy.
Okay.
Couples there, of course, people of color everywhere, beautiful melanin, and just hugged up, and it was a nice, lovely sing-along. And it makes you realize, music is actually super powerful. I don't think we talk about the influence that music has on your mental, physical,
So that could be considered like date night?
Yeah, it's definitely
date night time.
Well, yeah, but also it's just it also gives family reunion vibes because everybody's singing along together, laughing and having fun. Because it also is nostalgic, right? Because you go back to those times, like when Tony came out. I had to be like a teenager or younger, what am I doing singing all these love songs?
Right, yeah.
But it is a beautiful thing, right? So, it's just music is actually very healing. Why do we want to admit that music is healing, but we don't want to admit that music is harmful? Why is that? Because if I ask somebody, is music healing? They'll say, yeah. If I ask them, can music be harmful? They won't be so quick to say, yeah. What are your thoughts? Yes.
Because, again, words are powerful. Mm-hmm. So when you're looking at the lyrics and you're listening, have you ever had a chance to listen to a song or think that you know what the words are being said to somebody else to sing it?
Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot. Mm-hmm. I'll hear the original artist sing a song, and I'll be like, okay, that's what they want. And then somebody takes the song and sings it again. I'll be like, is that what they really were saying? Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
But because you all wrapped up in the beat and the artist itself, you're not really listening to the words.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, yeah, this is my jam. But when you hear somebody else trying to sing it at a American Idol performer, and you're like, oh my God, is that what they were saying?
Yeah,
and
it could be really moving, but also, we used to listen
to
a lot of aggressive music too, and so we cannot negate that music can be influencing us, not just kids, because we just want to say it's influencing the kids. I think it's influencing us all. I can remember being in college when they would play remember there was a point in time where it's nothing but fighting songs, Knuck If You Buck,
right?
All of that, you gonna get run up
you
and
in the
down.
club, honey, everybody, they giving it.
We used to get into fights.
Yeah.
We used to literally now these are college educated people getting into fights Because when that song came on, you looked at your enemy and you was like, "What's good?
Yeah.
Like, you want to step in my square,
Yeah.
step in my square."
You know, and then
thing.
Ludacris came out with "Move, bitch,
get
out the way."
Yeah,
we experienced that right now.
It's just
road
like,
rage.
But at this day and time, my question is, and people are gonna say, yeah, there's love music still out, but to me, it's not being pushed mainstream. Can you name a song that is mainstream, meaning it's on the Billboard charts right now, that is about love, not breaking up,
No.
not kill my ex,
No.
not none of that.
No, but that's one of the
like,
things.
I love you and I want to be with you,
That's
and
a
you make me
saying.
feel this way. What's
There's
the
a
song?
saying that Gladys Knight used to say, when music was music.
Uh-huh.
That's always been my thing when I listen to these new artists right now. Like, where is the passion in the love songs?
Yeah.
Now it's...
Well, why did we lose that? They say
lost
music
it because of the
reflects life,
generation.
right? Music tells the story of our lives.
Right.
What's going on right now that we all aggressive and we don't like each other, and there doesn't seem to be any love songs? What's happening?
And the disrespect.
And the
in the song.
disrespect in the songs. Yeah.
We found a way to normalize the behavior when we should have been saying,
That's not okay.
yeah.
That's
Like, it's not okay to call a woman a bitch like that. And then they be like, oh, but you hear it in the song. Now, she's accepting the word bitch in the song, but if you called her out of her name,
We gonna have a problem.
We're going to have a problem. I'm going to call my little brother, you know. But why is it? But you're listening to the song, singing the song, and that's disrespecting you in that song.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mind aggressive music because it's a time and a place for everything, right? I don't mind fun music. We had the Humpty Dance and all that. I think there needs to be a balance.
We lost the balance.
My concern is there is no music like, hey, we love each other and we want to hold hands and skip off in the field. Like, I literally don't know any mainstream songs by black artists, R&B or hip hop that's like that. I cannot think of none. Please hit me up in the comments if you know a song that is mainstream. That's the key, because I listen to lots of underground music.
She does.
Right? Lots of almost mainstream music.
Right.
But I don't know anything that's on the charts right now by us that is speaking just about love, like a Tony type of vibe. And I just think we need that.
I'm appreciative those artists are still able to sell out. And the reason that they sell it out is because they have no competition.
Ooh, that's a good point. Because
They have no competition.
Yeah. I just think we deserve more moments like that, guys. It was just really, really beautiful. So I'm not speaking against the other type of music. I think we need all of it. But I don't see it happening right now presently, and I'm concerned because, of course, as a relationship expert, as a therapist, like, I think that is really reflecting the times right now. And so that's something that we need to talk about, like, how do we transition back to that kind of feeling? Of course, put your own flavor on it, but I think the love music was really a reflection of what's going on with us. So I think we need to get back on track, right?
Yeah, I agree.
What's your favorite love song? Do you have a favorite love song?
No.
You're one of the people that's the problem.
No, because I like it all. It depends on what mood I'm in at the time.
Okay. Favorite R&B artist? Go.
Kelly Price.
That was fast. Okay. Kelly sing from the gut.
Yeah,
the gut.
I like Big Kelly though.
Of course. Well, yes. Big Kelly, we love you. We receive
Big Kelly gave me what I needed.
Yeah, she can give you everything.
She gave me a little bit
you
of
to
gospel
yeah.
and a little soul as a mixture.
She can do it all. She can do it all. For me, it's just too hard right now. I can't really pick. But when I was growing up, my favorite group of all time was, of course, the Sisters with Voices. SWV. Okay, but I love all R&B music and neo soul music, so I really can't pick at this time.
Right.
Bring that back. Let's get some new artists. First of all, I love Summer Walker, and I would like to see her do more songs like that because she sings beautifully. Yeah. She crazy as a box of rocks, but that doesn't matter because she sings beautifully. All right. So music is healing, guys, but just be careful about how much of the negative stuff you're taking in. Balance is the key. All right. We'll be right back. You are watching the Blue Room Show. The Blue Room Show with your girl Genesis Blue and my man
Tim Roberts.
We'll be right back. Peace and life, family. You already know what it is. It's your girl G Blue. I just want to hip you to the game right quick. Are you in a relationship and you want to make sure you stay in the relationship? You should tune in to Chronic Conversations, the relationship edition. Are you
thinking real hard about getting into a relationship, but you're just kind of scared because you don't know what's out there and maybe you hadn't had such a good experience? Crowning Conversations, the relationship edition. Are you dating someone and you're like, I don't know, are there red flags? Is it the green light? Is it a go? I'm not really sure if we're ready to take it to the next level. You should probably be tuning into Crowning Conversations, the relationship edition. We're going to get real with real couples who are going to tell you their story. They're going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, most importantly, so we know what to expect. And plus, I just want y'all to know there are beautiful couples everywhere who are doing it from all age ranges. And that's just something I wanted to spotlight because, you know, the media has us thinking we don't like each other, that we don't get along. And that's just not true. And you know, me, your girl G Blue, I want to make sure that we all shine together. So this relationship podcast is going to be about unity. We're going to take the positive perspective on relationships instead of the negative, okay? So if you're into that sort of thing, tune in. Never know, you might even be a guest. Or maybe you know a couple that has been together for 5 or more years, going strong, and you would think that they would be someone great to be on the show. Give us some insight. Let us know. Hit me up. You can hit me up anywhere, but start with at The Blue Room Show. Or you can hit me up at Crowning Conversations. Follow us everywhere, because we're about to get into some things. Y'all ain't ready for it. Other than that, I'm just saying.
All right, family, we are back. It's the Blue Room Show. Listen, I gotta throw in some honorable mentions because earlier we were talking about the R&B music, the love music, and who is currently charting with that love music. I must shout out to her and, of course, Beyonce. But I don't really count that, right? Because Beyonce is way from long ago. And her is like, not the stuff that I know that people are listening, certain type of people are listening to. Good. But she is jamming. That's my girl, so I got to give a shout out to her.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we want to keep that list going of charting popular mainstream R&B artists who actually sing love music. And Usher, we can't forget Usher. But again, that's from our generation. We talking about right here and right now. Who's doing the damn thing? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to this week's tomfoolery and shenanigans. So here it is. Keith Lee is breaking the internet this week because he flew to Atlanta. And if you don't know, Keith Lee is basically a food critic, social media food critic, right? And so he traveled to Atlanta and he said, I'm going to visit several Black-owned restaurants that my supporters or my followers recommended and just see how they treat the average person and how their food is, right? And
great place to go.
Great place to go. Okay. So you can definitely talk about this because you haven't lived in Atlanta and in Houston and other places too.
Right.
He had a shaky experience, right? A lot of places did great, but there are a couple places, particularly the Real Milk and Honey, where it got a little bit shady, and Old Lady Gang, which I have actually been to. Have you been to Old Lady Gang?
I have.
I've been to Old Lady Gang. What'd you feel about Old Lady Gang?
Overrated.
Okay.
But again,
it was mid for me as well.
Yeah,
but
it's a little bit overrated.
I met Candy there, and I'm actually a huge Candy fan. And she came up to our table, and she was just talking and just making sure we were having a great experience. So that part was dope. Right. But the food was, it was just okay to me. It wasn't outstanding.
And nothing against Black people doing what they do.
No, I love it. I will go again just to support. But when we talk about Atlanta food versus Houston food,
let's do it.
And the experience. So let's get into it. Like, you have lived in Atlanta. Yes. How long did you live in Atlanta?
13 years.
That's a long time. What are your thoughts about the food experience there? Just the overall restaurant experience.
You know, the crazy part about it, the best thing that I had when I was there, honestly, was Gladys Knight's Chicken and waffles.
But didn't that close down?
It closed down, but that was one of my.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a really good
I don't
restaurant.
remember
I like the
how
vibe. I like the vibe.
I went, but
she had a very good vibe.
It was a good vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on with this club style, restaurant style thing where it's like everyone wants to just have brunch and hookah and long lines and long waits and no to-go orders? What's going on?
$40 to park.
And $40 to park and $40 to park.
For what?
What's really going on with that?
They done got money hungry.
It's just a money grab,
It's a greed
right?
thing.
It's just
like,
a
come
money
on
grab.
now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to pay $40 to park in a handicap spot.
They taking the spot for the handicapped people. That's really messed
I got
up.
problems with that.
Okay.
Like, come on now.
Well, that place, Real Milk and Honey, got mad at
They did.
Keith Lee and then shot back some shade, and even people say called him autistic.
Yeah.
What do you think about them responding, first of all, and then what do you think about them responding negatively?
What you should have been doing was focusing on the things that were said and trying to better yourself versus, at the end of the day, he has the following to shut you down.
Mm-hmm. Or at least make people not make you a thing anymore.
We're going to be real. We in social media this day and age. He has
People
the
will
following
stop
to shut you down.
Yeah. And it's like that was his assessment, and I thought he did a really good job of saying, look, that's just my assessment. You can
And he
rock
did.
with it or don't
He
rock
kept
with
saying
it.
that.
So why would you respond?
That disclaimer was
by being
always
negative?
up front.
Yeah.
He was like, this is mine.
So it just shows you what kind of ownership you're dealing with when they think that behavior is appropriate and how much they really care about the people that come to their spot. Like,
Right.
that's sad, man. But I do want to ask, Atlanta versus Houston, who got it with the food?
I've been back in Houston for almost 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And I will tell you, Houston got it going on.
Ooh.
It does. I mean, food-wise, I've been to more restaurants in this time being here than I did when I lived here.
Dang. So you think even this time around, it's way better. Okay.
Yes. Way better.
And I would agree, having frequented Atlanta a lot and trying all the popular restaurants. Shout out to Slutty Vegan, who does the customer service correctly.
You never thought you'd get anything out of being slutty.
Shout out to the Breakfast Club in Houston. These guys are the blueprint to customer service. Slutty Vegan and the Breakfast Club in Houston.
Nobody
that is how you do it.
That's your blueprint. Follow it.
That's your blueprint. Follow it. I don't know why y'all keep doing it
Trying
the hard
to
way.
create something that's never gonna make it.
Right, but yes, Houston food is way better. Also more diverse, right? Because I felt like in Atlanta it was very cookie cutter menu stuff.
But Houston gives you, to me personally, my opinion, soul food.
Oh,
Like
okay.
real soul food.
So you saying Atlanta thinking they doing soul food, but they not?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can't be adding no sugar to your collard greens.
Okay, fine.
Right. Like, come on.
Okay.
Give me some real collard
That's
greens.
interesting. Okay, so you
know,
don't think they really
And I'm a
grasp.
picky eater. Everybody knows. Anybody that's watching, they know. I'm not talking about chicken tenders and french fries right now, but when I do eat my soul food, I want soul food.
Now that's true.
I want my mac and cheese to taste like mac and cheese.
Got you.
Not
so
something
like
that you
Mickey's.
just-
Have you
yeah.
been to Mickey's?
No, I haven't been to
we
Mickey's
need to
yet.
take you to Mickey's. That's a soul food plate here. They're gonna give you oxtails, greens,
Not gonna do.
yams.
Good, I got you.
Oh, that's right. You don't eat nothing but chicken tenders anyway. Back to grown folks' business.
Right.
Yeah, so okay, so I would agree with you. I thought that the food in Atlanta was like the facility will be really cute and
Right,
the
I mean,
presentation
they give
will be
you-
nice.
yeah.
But I'm like him, or what the supporters were saying, like all you have to go through just to have that meal don't even be worth it to me. I don't want to stand in line
I'm
forever.
not
I don't want to pay
standing in line
$40 to
for
park.
2 hours.
Oh my god!
I've never been that brother.
I
Never.
don't understand.
Y'all pull up and you tell me I got a 2-hour wait. Let me tell you something.
We out.
I can literally go home, fry some chicken,
By the time you see this, huh?
cook some rice, make some gravy,
Yeah.
and get me some old collard greens, baby, and smother them jokers, and still be done within the 2 hour time frame.
Yeah, truth.
For me to sit there and have
and it
one
don't be worth
plate.
it. And then you be underwhelmed. It's like I did all of that to be underwhelmed. No, and thank you. It's all good though. We want to continue to support Black businesses, but I do wish we would just first of all take that customer service thing a little bit more seriously, and just stop thinking about ways to make money from your people and just provide a good service, and the people will come. What do they say? If you build it, they gonna come. You can just be genuine about it. You don't have to figure out all these ways that you can get more money.
But that
from
old
us.
saying we're saying, remember,
this gratuity charge. Let's talk about it.
What's in today can be out tomorrow. So always know that just because everybody's coming in those doors, all it takes is one individual that has a huge following to close you down. And that's just the truth. And it's a shame to a certain degree, because some of you all deserve to be giving those second chances, but then some of you all need to be closed.
That's right.
Because you got in there and got that greed mentality, and you was like, I'm gonna always have business, baby. I built this from the bottom up. When you come in with that attitude, at the end of the day, you will be closed. There'll be a sign that says, call this leasing agency to see what you would like to put in this spot, while you are trying to figure out how to finish paying them.
You feel passionately about this,
while you trying to figure out how you gonna pay those loans back, because your business is closed.
Now that's the truth. Now, mind you, that Houston is not short of any of its drama. You know, you think about the Turkey Leg Hut. You think about what's the food they got, the Taste Bar. They be in their own drama too. So don't get it twisted, because
we have our issues.
I went to the Turkey Leg Hut when it was just a little hut, like a little food
and they
truck,
should have stayed a little hut.
And they should have stayed that, because
that's when they was
great.
They were humble.
Now, I would never, when my friends come out of town, I don't go to no Turkey Leg Hut, boo, but I will send you to these other black establishments that understand customer service.
When they were small, they had good customer service.
It was.
They made sure that
it was a home environment, like you were welcome there.
When you started getting that money and rolling in, honey, that turkey started tasting like shit.
And they started just throwing things at the menu. Let's put this in it.
I didn't know we was getting turkey anymore.
And then the line wrapped around the block. And
that leg wasn't a leg.
First of all, in Houston, when you see the hookah coming, it's time to stop going to that establishment. That's kind of how I gauge it. When I see hookah at a table, I go, oh, the crowd is about to change. Yeah, it's about to, the experience is about to change. And do you think that that's Atlanta influence, because so many of them people moving here?
I do believe that.
And bringing shenanigans and tomfoolery with them.
I mean, just like when, that Katrina came through and brought all of those Louisiana individuals to Texas. He was like, no, baby. No, we don't do that, baby.
But we got some good food out of that.
We did some good food. I ain't gonna lie though.
I ain't mad at that one.
Like, no, baby, I don't eat that, baby.
You can definitely feel the cultural influence of that. But please stop. We don't need hookah at every event, like at every spot. Like, stop, cut it out.
And be like, oh,
it's okay.
I believe in accommodating certain guests, because we do a lot of stuff at our home, and I'm like, I'm just not a big fan of it because it's like, it's a lot of work, first of all. But the crowd that it draws, it's not always the ones that I want to be around.
It's not all the way. Fair enough. Yeah. So I don't know. I think all of us, Houston and Atlanta, we do struggle with this customer service and how we're gonna do the blueprint to the business. But as far as food, we got it H-Town. We got it.
I will say that. I'm a picky eater. So if I say, I have eaten at some restaurants here that had more than chicken strips.
That's true. Fries. That is so true. He don't eat nothing.
If they had other things, I tried them. Yeah. I was like, but
you like Papados?
What the world?
You don't eat nothing.
Like, what we gonna do with Papados?
So you don't like Papados?
For what?
People talk crap about Papados, but let me tell you something. They got the blueprint. That food gonna be the same way every time. No matter what you order, they're gonna make it the same way every time.
Because the cook is 1967 when they opened the Joker, okay?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because every weekend, that mug is not short of any clientele. And they know what they doing. So y'all can hate on Papados if you want to, but they got it. They got the idea. Shout out to Trill Burgers, too. You should go try that if you like burgers. That burger is actually really good.
Where's that at?
It's really good. It's Bun B's Burgers. It's he has like he does pop-up locations.
Okay.
But his actual spot is over there like off 59.
Okay.
It's off 59.
No, I've heard it, but never
like near Rice University.
Okay.
Near Rice University.
You know where to go then.
It's pretty good. Try it.
That's where
he got the customer service down to it. Ain't gonna be no long crazy wait. The burgers, I mean, they're expensive, but they're gourmet burgers, so it's fair compared to other gourmet burgers.
Where the beef? He got the beef.
He got a vegan option and everything.
Really?
Yeah, they really well thought that out. The marketing is good. So that's the kind of thing. So he paid attention to the blueprint. Okay. But that's it for this week in Tomfoolery and Shenanigans. We will be back with your tips of the week. You are watching the Blue Room Show. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Tim Roberts, your fitness guru, with your fitness tip of the day, of the week. What I want to talk about is I've had a lot of people say, oh my God, I'm going to work out with this individual because he looks like he work out all the time because he got muscles here, muscles there. I always tell people at the end of the day, don't look at a trainer based off of their physique. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't want one that looks like they need a trainer, but you also want to make sure that they can train your body based on your issues. Because most people that look there and find a bodybuilder, well, if you're not trying to be a bodybuilder, why are you working out with a bodybuilder? Because all he knows how to do is build. Sometimes you need to have the opportunity to be able to know how somebody can take a blueprint for you and make you the individual that is trying to get to your own fitness goals. Don't try to have their goals put on you. So I would say this, don't just look at the person. Understand what they can do for you, because just because they look good doesn't mean that they're going to be good for you. All right, so that's my tip of the week. Stay strong, work out, and stay healthy. Talk to you soon. Peace.
All right, family, it is time for your mental health tip of the week. Okay, so I have a lot of clients who struggle to do things, right? Their goals, their aspirations, because of one thing, fear. It's not that they're incapable of doing it. It's not like they don't have the resources to do it. It's just good old-fashioned fear. So let's talk about how we push past the fear to do the things that we really want to do. Well, I'm here to tell you there is no secret, magical way of getting rid of fear. It's actually okay to have fear. You just do it anyway, right? Everything that we want is usually on the other side of fear. Anything that we're afraid to do, get into a new relationship, start a business, travel. If we hesitate, it's typically having to do with fear. Fear is not real. It's just our thoughts tricking us, right? And so it's okay. You can practice acceptance. I'm afraid of that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Push past the fear. And I promise you, you'll come out on the other side. It might not look exactly like you wanted to, right? Because we don't know what the future holds. We're not fortune tellers. But at the very least, some progress is better than no progress, right? We're always looking for progress and not perfection. But in order to do that, you're going to have to push past that fear. So I would recommend that you write some things down that are your greatest fears. What's keeping me from doing the thing? Write those fears down and then confront them. But remember, you don't have to get rid of the fear. You just have to do it anyway. It's your girl, MC Genesis Blue. We'll see you next time on The Blue Room. Peace.